Hi guys, and welcome back to my Evilness podcast. Today we are going to be talking about the true crime case of Tyson Clark Robertson. Now, Tyson Timothy Clark Robertson was from Launceston in Tasmania, and on the 20th of July of 2016, which was the day of Tyson's murder, Tyson and Ian Roswell, who was Tyson's ex-girlfriend Renee Donald's new boyfriend, I know, long story. And so on this day, Tyson and Roswell were drinking and smoking marijuana. They started to hang some makeshift curtains in their house in Mitchell Street, Mayfield, because Tyson wasn't a very popular man and they didn't want people to see inside their house. Tyson allegedly told Roswell to "get me another cone, you pedo dog." Roswell then apparently lost it because he felt the comment was a dig at the age gap between him, who was 47, and Renee Donald, who was only 21. Roswell picked up a hammer that was being used to hang the curtains and struck Tyson to the back of the head 5 times. Tyson convulsed on the floor briefly before he succumbed to his injuries and died. Roswell said he did not perform CPR because he didn't know how to. He also did not call an ambulance because there were warrants out for him for outstanding driving charges. Instead, he hid Tyson's body in a shed and then proceeded to bury it within a week in a shallow grave in the backyard of the house that the trio shared. Ian and Renee sent messages from Tyson's Facebook account pretending to be him. Ian Roswell had first lied to police about Tyson's whereabouts and whether he had hurt him, and was pleading not guilty. Roswell, however, sought a psychological assessment, and despite knowing doctor-patient privilege has been waived, he confessed to the crime and changed his plea to guilty in March of 2019. Renee Donald also pled not guilty to being an accessory after the fact in Tyson's murder. She also changed her plea to guilty in March of 2019. During sentencing submissions in the Launceston Supreme Court, Crown Prosecutor John Random said Renee Donald lied to police even after Tyson's body was discovered. She had told them that she had recently seen Tyson at Scottsdale and denied accessing his Facebook account, the court heard. In a second interview a day later, however, Renee admitted to accessing Tyson's Facebook account on 1 or 2 occasions. It was not suggested Renee helped bury Tyson in the shallow grave in the backyard, but Mr. Random said that she was aware of the murder and entered a joint and sophisticated strategy with Roswell to avoid being caught. The court heard messages sent to Tyson's father, Timothy, had said Tyson and Renee were getting married. Renee was pregnant with twins, and on numerous occasions they asked for money. In his victim impact statement, Timothy said the messages were manipulative and tortured him. He was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder after his son's murder and now suffers from panic attacks, anxiety, and depression. A third person, a man named Robert William Broad, was also charged over the murder. In November of 2017, Broad was found guilty by a jury of failing to report a killing. Broad had also lived at the house where the trio had lived. Police tapes revealed Roswell had told him where Tyson's body was buried. Roswell was sentenced to 22 years jail. He will be eligible for parole in 12.5 years. Renee Donald was sentenced to 6 years and will be eligible for parole after 3 years. Robert Broad, although he maintained his innocence, was sentenced to 12 months imprisonment, but that was wholly suspended. So that is the true crime case of Tyson Clark Robertson. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'll try and get another one done really soon. Have a great day. Bye.